soon.
Yeah.
Getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. Little we see in nature that is ours. We have given our hearts away, a sordid boon. The sea that bears her bosom to the moon, the winds that will be howling at all hours, and are upgathered now like sleeping flowers. For this, for everything, we are out of tune.
Did you just come up with that?
No, it's a poem by William Wordsworth.
Oh, who's William Wordsworth?
Dude, William Wordsworth is only the most famous Romantic era poet ever. He was born on April 7th, 1770 at Cockermouth in Britain. Wordsworth's father was very absent from his early life, but the few moments that they did share together was spent with the study of poetry. Combined with his love of nature, Wordsworth's rough family life inspired his written poetry that we now read today.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. OMG, he uses such big words. What do they mean?
Okay, let me pull out my iPhone and I will Google this. According to dictionary.com, sordid, an adjective, means meanly selfish, self-seeking, or mercenary. Boon, a noun, means something to be thankful for, a blessing or a benefit. Suckled, a verb, means to nourish or bring up. A creed is a noun, and it means any system or codification of belief or of opinion. A lay, also a noun, is a tract of open ground, especially grassland or a meadow. Forlorn, an adjective, means desolate or dreary, unhappy or miserable, as in a feeling, a condition, or an appearance.
Whoa. Okay, but I don't even get it. What is he saying?
Well, William Wordsworth is speaking to the entire human race, or at least those in England during the 1800s, and he's telling them that they've become too obsessed with getting and spending, and have lost touch with important things like nature. He's trying to explain that we as a people need to spend less time obsessing over material things and more time appreciating the beauty of the world around us.
Dude, that is so deep.
Yeah, it's crazy. He uses so many great words and things to explain this.
He uses those crazy literary devices we learned in English.
Exactly, especially imagery. He uses that so much when describing nature and his wishes to be back in Greek mythology. And, he totally uses personification and similes when describing nature. In line 5 when he says, sea that bears her bosom. And in line 6 when he says, winds that will be howling. And in line 6 to 7 when he says, the winds that will be howling at all hours are upgathered now like sleeping flowers.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He totally uses that one literary device with late and soon and sordid boon.
What literary device?
This stupid one?
What?
It's a moron.
Oh, an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And he also uses alliteration, interjection, and irony when he declares, great God, in line 9. It's funny because he's all, great God, which, makes you think of the God in Christianity, but then in the next lines, he alludes to Greek mythology and paganism, which is totally contradictory and ironic. LMAO.
Dude, you know what's weird? He, totally changes the rhythm, flow, and meter of the words there, too.
He does?
Yeah. In the first few lines, it's more of a dactyl stress pattern, with a stressed syllable followed by 2 unstressed syllables. But after he says, great God, it changes to perfect iambic pentameter. It makes sense, because what he's explaining changes at that point. In the first half of the poem, he's you're all materialistic, and we've lost touch with nature, OMG. But in the second half, he's talking about how he wishes to go back to a time that he regards as perfect, because it is less materialistic and more focused on the natural world.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. He sounds totally nostalgic. He really just wishes to be back in the past, even though it's an era in which he, never lived.
Yeah. All these literary things really add to his point about how we've lost touch with nature, and how we should get it back.
Okay, yeah, that whole nostalgic tone thing really made me feel sad about myself.
Seriously, OMG, what are we doing with our lives?
Shopping?
Yeah, maybe we should spend less time at the mall. Wanna go on a hike?
Sure!
Wait, but we need